felt the agony of a leg kick?
Another low kick, and that will send him down.
Unlike a knockout that steals your consciousness, low kicks are a searing reminder of combat sports' brutal reality. And in this video, we dive into the most agonizing and disabling leg kick knockouts, which not only wrecked legs, but left the victims questioning every decision that led them to the cage. We'll start with Turkish Tyson Gökhan Saki, whose low kicks chop through opponents like a blade through meat, and heavyweights like James McSweeney are his perfect feast. Saki began by softening his opponent with punches.
Downstairs goes Saki.
But the kicks soon joined the fray.
Rico. He's trying to find legs.
By the second round, McSweeney's leg was severely compromised as Saki chopped it down like a lumberjack baling trees.
Another low kick, and that will send him down.
And with two final blows of the razor-sharp kicks, Saki ultimately uprooted Big McSweeney.
They got him again. Knockdown number 2. Look out! And that'll do it. Go.
These Turks are nasty, aren't they? Take Furkan Karabakh, for example. This dude put Revo Sami on a wheelchair in early 2024. Revo dominated the first round, serving up a buffet of nasty blows. But the Turk came back in round 2, sneaking in low kicks behind punches and body shots.
These strikes don't just cause pain. They break rhythm, destroy balance, and in many cases, end fights in brutal fashion. Some of the most shocking knockouts in combat sports didn't come from punches to chin, but from a single, crushing kick to the leg. In martial arts like MMA, Muay Thai, and kickboxing, leg kicks are calculated investment. They're thrown again and again, targeting the same area, until the opponent simply can't continue. Fighters use them to slow down opponents, to make them hesitate, and to limit their ability to move or generate power. A compromised leg means no footwork, no drive behind punches, and no escape from pressure. The beauty lies in simplicity. One strike to the right spot, repeated with precision, can lead to total collapse. In Thailand, leg kicks have been part of the tradition for generations. Muay Thai fighters start training as kids, kicking heavy bags and banana trees thousands of times to harden their shins. Their kicks are not just powerful, they're surgical. A low kick to the thigh, delivered again and again, can eventually shut down the entire leg. These fighters don't just aim to hurt. They aim to destroy the opponent's base from the ground up. In recent years, we've seen a new variation take over modern MMA, the calf kick.
And though Child fought to recover, it was like trying to patch a sinking ship with a bandage. If Fairtex's leg kicks were a nightmare, Rungo Wee's were a full-blown apocalypse. In their Muay Thai clash in 2019, Rungo Wee hunted Sinan Durmaz down by slashing at his legs like a possessed specter.
双方现在级别已经打得的低扫在大腿内侧，哇！
Durmaz had his moments, landing some solid combos as well, but by round 2, his mobility had been shredded, leaving him barely standing.
好，再一次的扫。
With Durmaz on the back foot, Rungo Wee cranked up the heat, and with one final blow, he dismantled Durmaz's ligaments to leave him crumpled and defeated. Speaking of Muay Thai monsters, Rodting is a relentless war machine who is never short on firepower. He doesn't just beat opponents, he obliterates them. As Sok Tai painfully discovered in 2019, Rodting entered the ring like a house on fire as he gripped Sok Tai in a blaze of thunderous punches and slicing low kicks.
His body and head were
The leg kicks stacked up, leaving the Cambodian's leg scorched by the first round's end. But Rotate kept stoking the flames with more low kicks. In the end, Soktai's lead leg was completely burned out.
He's still in it. He's not backing down. He's not going anywhere. The tree has come down. He attacked that front.
Tawanchai is another blazing firestorm who is burning his opponents down to ashes with his fists and kicks of fury. And Jamal Yusupo has felt the heat firsthand. The Muay Thai star.
It's a small adjustment, but with devastating results. Instead of striking the thigh, fighters now target the lower leg just above the ankle. This is where the peroneal nerve runs, a nerve responsible for foot movement and balance. When that nerve is damaged, even slightly, the foot goes numb. Fighters start stumbling, misstepping, and eventually fall. They're not knocked out by a punch. They're betrayed by their own body. Some of the most memorable moments in MMA history have come from well-placed leg kicks. One of the most famous is Marlon Chito Vera versus Sean O'Malley. In that fight, Vera landed a perfectly timed kick that shut down O'Malley's peroneal nerve. Just seconds later, O'Malley stumbled and fell, unable to put any weight on his foot. Vera seized a moment, swarmed him, and finished the fight. A single kick had turned the tide. Jose Aldo is another name forever linked to the art of leg kicks. During his prime, he was feared for his ability to break down opponents with devastating low kicks. His fight with Uriah Faber remains one of the most brutal displays of this technique. Aldo battered Faber's lead leg until it swelled like a balloon. Faber couldn't move, couldn't strike, and could barely stand. The fight became a one-sided beatdown, all because of repeated leg kicks. Justin Gaethje is another master of this craft. Known for his all-out violence, Gaethje combines chaos with calculation. His
But the future looks very, very bleak for the American. And that will do it. 3 knockdowns in a round. And the Polish high.
Next on the list is a titanic battle between Levi Rigters and Tomas Mosny, where Levi came out of the gates like a man on fire, mixing punches and low kicks to dismantle Mosny's right out of the gate.
30 fights, 6 KOs.
By the second round, Mosny was a ship lost at sea, struggling to stay upright as he tasted the canvas once more.
That's a bad leg as Mosny does up. Down again, that should be a knockdown.
In the third round, Richter sent his opponent spiraling again with sharp low kicks.
That one, but he made it to the end of the bell. And he's down again for the third time.
Mosny somehow managed to rise, but Richter's final axe strike left his legs feeling like dead weight.
Now number 4, it's over. The left leg completely destroyed by 11.
If you think that was brutal, wait till you witness the cracking PFL encounter between Michael Lombardo and Kyron Bowen, whose reach advantage kept Lombardo at bay early.
Oh, there it is again, yeah.
Halfway through the first round, Lombardo charged in like a predator and dropped his foe.
Double jab and then 2. Oh, low calf kick.
Before snapping Bowen's leg like a twig and reducing him to a chorus of anguished cries.
Oh, now goes Bowen again. He's on ground. Oh, that's it. Low calf kicks for the stop.
The PFL is also home to light
leg
heavyweight.
kicks are fast, hard, and relentless against fighters like Tony Ferguson and Dustin Poirier. He used low kicks to break them down systematically. Even when the kicks didn't in the fight directly, they slowed his opponents down, set up headshots, and ultimately led to finishes. Douglas Lima's fight with Michael Venom Page is another example. Lima chopped MVP's leg, causing him to fall. As Page tried to rise, Lima blasted him with a right hand that knocked him unconscious. Everyone remembers the punch, but it was the leg kick that created the opening. So what exactly makes these kicks so painful? When a leg kick lands, the muscle is crushed against the bone. This causes swelling, bruising, and in some cases, nerve damage. A compromised nerve leads to what fighters call a dead leg, a limb that simply doesn't respond. Fighters describe the pain as sharp, burning, and sometimes paralyzing. And when kicks are checked, meaning the defender raises their leg and blocks with the shin, the damage can be even worse. The most horrifying examples include...
We're wrapping up with one of the most devastating displays of leg kicks ever seen, courtesy of Daniel Guita, who launched a masterclass of brutality against Sergey Kartinov in 2009. From the opening bell, Guita honed in like a predator on its prey, launching skeeving low kicks and punishing fists. As the rounds wore on, the punishment rained down like a crushing hailstorm.
Brutalizing. Short little pepper about him now, the Russian. And Dieter says, here's my hand.
Until Kartinov's bones were ground to dust.
Outside leg kick, turned his back, and down he goes. Good. We told you. Daniel Keith.
So, these were the most brutal leg kick knockouts in combat sports. Which KO was the hardest to watch? Share your thoughts below. If you're craving more hard-hitting action, subscribe to Boxing Mates for a steady stream of jaw-dropping knockouts. Thanks for watching.